Good day and welcome to our channel. Today, we share a profoundly unsettling vision from my beloved brother, accompanied by a reflection from Father Olara after the message. Prepare yourself for a sobering revelation. The Lord granted me a vision that left me profoundly shaken. I feel compelled to convey this urgent message to you, so you might heed his warning. In this vision, Jesus stood beside me and solemnly instructed, "You must share with the church what I am about to reveal, for the time of grace has come to an end." With this command, the Lord transported me to a grim and foreboding realm, hell. We found ourselves before an immense, foreboding gate. Jesus pushed it open, and an overwhelming darkness was unveiled, teeming with terrifying demons. He declared, "This is the valley of the devil. Satan frequently visits this place." Curious, I inquired why Satan would come here. Jesus explained that these demons were being prepared for the Great Tribulation. They were poised to be released upon the earth to inflict torment upon those who remained alive. The urgency was palpable. Satan was gearing them up because the end was near. Jesus elaborated, "These demons have been imprisoned for thousands of years. They are among the most malevolent entities in hell." As I witnessed the grim fate awaiting those still on earth, Jesus was moved to tears. His sorrow was so profound that it shattered my own heart. He quoted Matthew 24:20-22, a sobering reminder of the unprecedented suffering to come, far surpassing anything the world has ever experienced. Jesus continued with a heavy heart, "There will be immense tribulation on earth during those days. My Holy Spirit will be withdrawn, and Satan will take dominion over them." In a subsequent vision, the Lord revealed to me a small church where people were engaged in joyous worship of Jesus. Families with children, the pastor, his wife, and many others were united in song and praise. Suddenly, an astonishing and horrifying event unfolded. People began to vanish without a trace. The pastor, while leading the service, disappeared. The praise leader, the children, and even unborn infants were all taken. Only their clothing remained behind. Those left behind were struck with shock and confusion. The vibrant worship turned to fear and panic. Desperate searches for loved ones ensued, but they were nowhere to be found. The realization that the rapture had occurred filled their hearts with terror and regret. Some cried out in despair, "The Lord has come to his church. The rapture has happened." A young woman, in particular, was overcome with anguish, frantically searching for her parents who had been taken in the rapture. I observed believers fleeing in utter despair, grappling with the horrifying truth that it was too late for them. Those abandoned cried out in anguish, "Why have you forsaken us? Take us with you." Yet, there was no response. Chaos ensued. Vehicles collided because drivers, now gone, had left them unmanned. The scene was one of utter disarray and fear. As I stood with the Lord, a dark, ominous cloud descended from the heavens, reminiscent of the vision described in Revelation 9:1-3. This cloud blotted out the sky, and from it emerged countless demons in various grotesque forms. They spread across the earth, exacerbating the chaos and fear. People were paralyzed with terror at the sudden appearance of these malevolent spirits. In the midst of this turmoil, I witnessed a man of God being assailed by his own congregation, who blamed him for not preparing them adequately for the Lord's return. On a high-rise building, a young man and his friends, consumed by despair, confessed their sins. It was too late for redemption. They leapt from the building but did not die. Instead, they were left in a state of excruciating torment. One of them cried out in agony, "Why can't we die? I would rather die than endure this suffering." This vision serves as a dire warning. We must prepare ourselves spiritually and live in accordance with His will, for the time of grace is swiftly drawing to a close. Suddenly, I found myself transported to a small church, now engulfed in terrifying screams and confusion. The scene was chaotic. The pastor, who had been left behind, was overwhelmed with profound sadness and despair. I turned to the Holy Spirit, seeking understanding as to why this pastor had not been taken away. The Holy Spirit's response was stern. No deceiver or servant of darkness will enter heaven. This pastor now faces the Great Tribulation. The weight of this revelation was heavy. The church members, also abandoned, were seething with anger. They gathered around the pastor, their fury palpable. They seized him, hurling accusations and blame. "It's your fault. We're still here. We followed you. And now we're forsaken by God." Their anger soon escalated to violence, but despite their attempts to harm him, the pastor could not die. The realization of his fate and the helplessness of those left behind created a deeply unsettling atmosphere. At this moment of intense suffering and despair, the Lord transported me back to hell, specifically to the dreaded Valley of the Devil. The change in the atmosphere was stark. What had previously been a shrouded, foreboding place was now starkly illuminated. The demons, once disorganized and chaotic, were now systematically arranged and brimming with anticipation. The valley, once enshrouded in darkness and despair, was now a clear, ominous expanse. The demons were poised and ready, eager to breach their confinement and unleash devastation upon the earth. What had previously been obscured by mist and shadow was now fully visible. I witnessed the gathered assembly of evil spirits, long imprisoned and now mobilizing like a colossal army. This was their first direct action upon the earth. A large, foreboding portal emerged, serving as the gateway for these spirits to ascend to the world above. A commanding demon leader addressed the assembled horde with a chilling proclamation. "The time has come for you to rise. The time to invade Earth has arrived. Go forth and seize control of the human realm. Follow my command." As the demon prince issued these orders, a gateway opened, and the demons began to pour into the world. The leader's voice was a call to arms, a summons to wreak havoc after waiting 4,000 of years. He commanded them to dominate the earth and inflict untold suffering. Thousands of demons, previously confined to the Valley of the Devils, surged through the gate and into the earth's atmosphere. The sky became a tumultuous battleground, filled with these malevolent spirits. Among them were enormous demons with scorpion-like claws, ruthlessly attacking and tormenting the people below. The demons, trained in the valley, unleashed immense pain and suffering upon humanity. The earth was plunged into utter chaos. With the Holy Spirit having withdrawn from the earth, peace was an impossibility. The demons exerted complete dominion over the world, and the gates of hell remained open, allowing more demons to spill forth. People, overwhelmed by the relentless suffering, sought escape through suicide, but death evaded them. They were trapped in a nightmarish existence, unable to end their torment. The sight of so many souls writhing in anguish was heart-wrenching. Their cries echoed through the air, a haunting testament to their suffering. There was no opportunity for salvation, no respite from the overwhelming despair. The scene was one of utter desolation, with the promise of any hope now completely extinguished.